Here's the argument. I'll tell you the argument.
If you're going to fake flirt with me and then humiliate me on my podcast and say we don't have tension, I'm going to put out who you really are. Pam.
Okay, listen. It's not a bad thing necessarily, because here's the thing, right? As the male dominant individual, right? Let's
you
say
have an eyebrow slit, you idiot.
say
And by the way, this is our alpha male to this week.
You said male dominant.
as the masculine dom in the relationship.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.
Was that
Wait,
good?
so I didn't know that poppers were being taken off the market.
Well, I just know about Double Scorpio was rated by the FDA.
Rated? For what?
Because they said it's not safe for human consumption and that they were being marketed. Basically, they've always been, you've never allowed to call them poppers. You had to always call it cleaner.
Yeah.
And so basically the FDA was like, well, now that we're Republican, you can't do gay shit anymore.
You don't swear for 10 minutes.
Oh.
I
Hey, Ramin.
already talked to Ramin about it.
Yeah, no
And
swearing,
so-
no
yeah.
sex.
Wait, so then we probably shouldn't be talking about poppers.
Well, we can talk about poppers, just do it politely. And by the way, this is your guys' fault because
It's pretty hard to do.
no. Let me tell you something right now. We tried to put a 10-minute cleaner section up top for our YouTube so we can make money off YouTube so we can keep doing the show. And you guys all hated the first 10 minutes, so now we're gonna try for the first 10 minutes to not swear. And so don't give us crap about this.
Okay, can you time us because I'm jonesing for an F-bomb.
I also like being rated by the FBI seems so scary.
FDA, right?
Oh, FDA, raid me. I thought it was the FBI.
Oh, sorry.
Same thing,
First
right?
10 minutes, I can't say. Yeah, raid me. Raid me, Ramin.
Is that why I'm on the podcast?
Why?
I know I'm on the podcast, actually.
Why do you think you're on the podcast?
Because Dylan said that him and I had a spark. Have you heard about this? Has he told you about this?
Ramin,
No,
look me in the
I
stop talking right now.
literally-
Stop talking right now. Look me in the eyes. You don't think we have tension?
You're a charming man. I'll
Stop
give you that.
No. You don't think we have tension?
In what way?
Sexually.
Wait, we can't say that.
I know, but it's already over. Just have fun.
Yeah, we screwed up. I
Can
think
you-
you're really good at flattery. That's one of your skills.
You're doing this if we have cameras on us.
No. It's
Okay,
true.
wait. First of all, you're 100% correct. And I actually was thinking this today because I actually obviously wanted you on too because I think you're very fun. But I was thinking Dylan has been booking a lot of the guests as of late. And I was trying to think, like, what's his process? And it is he feels sexual tension with them. Not you have
Ramin-
sexual tension with him, but
Ramin,
he feels...
you DM me really crazy stuff.
That's preposterous.
Pull it up.
Yeah, read some DMs.
Okay.
I have nothing to hide. It's also fun to flirt with Dylan because he reciprocates.
Yeah, of
and
course.
It makes me feel special.
Well,
That's
now you're
mainly
not.
the
Now that
main
I know that
reason.
there's
Have
no.
you tried to flirt with me, and what has been my response?
I don't know. I'm not really. I don't know. Dylan just brings it out of me. Something about him.
So
Wait,
that's called
I don't-
tension. That's called a spark. That's called connection.
Actually, he's
Dylan
kind of
wants it
selling me
more.
on it.
Yeah.
He wants what?
I said he wants it more.
Yeah, I don't need it.
I do think at one point we're gonna kiss Ramin.
Maybe. Is that what you're hoping for?
No, I just did something that I'm kind of psychic, and I can kind of feel that.
I think what would have to transpire?
Aren't you married?
No, I'm not married.
Oh,
I'm in the gray area.
what does that mean?
You know, it's like Facebook status. Like, it's complicated.
So you guys might be breaking up soon.
Well, we're like taking a step back to reevaluate.
Quickly, November 12th. Just quickly, November 12th.
Shut up. I know this is important, but
I just throwing it out there. I go just scrolled up a little bit just to kind of see, and I had told Ramin where I go to the gym, and he goes, "I got an ABP membership. I'll be seeing you in the sauna." Oh, that's interesting, Ramin. That's interesting.
Who doesn't like a nice sauna sesh with the guys? Also, you never hit me up to go to the gym, so
I know because I get nervous about that kind of stuff.
really,
Yeah, I get like weird about. Here's one. LOL. I wish I could whip it out. Replied to my story. Okay.
what was your story? That's out of context. You can't read story replies out of context.
Oh,
that's
okay.
brutal.
I don't
wish
know.
I
don't
wish
know what
I could whip
context
it out.
would make it okay
To
for
say-
you to say, "I want to whip it out."
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
what it was.
invent one that makes sense. Where it would be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I just forget what we were talking about.
Right,
there.
right. So invent one.
Invent a scenario.
Invent a scenario in which it would be okay to slip into his DMs
And say, I wish I could whip it out.
and then deny any tension.
That's
Yeah.
a fair point. I think it's more so just fun. I think it's fun to flirt with Dylan.
Okay, so basically what we found out in the first 5 minutes of the podcast is that Ramin is using me for external validation, and my sensitive, vulnerable heart and sexual emotions. And you wore your nice shoes here today, didn't you?
Yeah, the loafer. I'm trying to, they're comfy.
Yeah.
Do I need your sexual validation? It does feel nice.
Exactly.
It does. It's flattering.
Yeah.
Dylan's a handsome, charming, smart guy. So it's
You're gonna say, like, am I crazy? This is like insane. This is manipulation.
Oh, I
I don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore.
I feel like all your heterosexual friends talk to you like this, though.
No.
The ones that you invite on the podcast,
Who?
yeah.
Who?
I'm thinking of Sev right now, Severin.
He doesn't talk to me like this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sever and I are gonna get ripped together.
I think, yeah, they were going to say something else. Again, first 10 minutes, you've alluded to the words I wanted to say all the time.
Okay. I know. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, I've been trolling you on Discord, but I don't think anyone thinks it's funny except for me.
Oh, I haven't been reading. What have you been saying?
I've just been I posted a shirtless underwear pic that said day 1 of 6 months.
Oh, I love that.
And
Oh, you're doing progress photos?
Because he told me I could have a nice body if I worked hard for 6 months.
I said that if he no,
Aren't you a
that's not what
model?
I said.
That was the joke to me, but everyone was like, "Fuck yeah, like hot," and I'm like, "Well, I was trolling Dylan, but I guess."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I said was that Colton could be shredded.
I'll show you what photo I posted.
He maintains. Colton looks great. He has a great body.
I'm sure you do. What is shredded to you? Just like 3% body fat?
Oh, that's great.
Let me
So
see.
I posted. I go, "What are we on day 10 or something?"
Oh, yeah. You could say like day 54.
Do you like that photo? Can I get some compliments? Or
Pretty
how
good.
does this work?
You have great pecs,
Okay.
smooth skin. Do you shave or is it just normally like that?
Oh, but he's not gay. Do you have smooth skin, or is it? He just asks you if you're. He just goes, "Are you naturally hairless?"
Are you naturally smooth?
If guys shave, how's that gay?
Yeah, you seem like you'd be bald down there.
I think I'm. Well, I do go bald eagle sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably like once every 3 to 4 months.
You shave all of your pubes off.
Everything. It's so nice.
People like it?
I like it.
It looks massive. You look so much bigger if it's like cleanly shaven. It's crazy.
That's like a middle school rumor, I feel like.
Kind of like
You're just gonna avoid that?
what? That it looks bigger when you're cleanly shaven.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty similar if it's just trimmed.
I know. I'm a Middle Eastern guy. I got a lot of hair down there.
Oh.
It's like a jungle down there. Do you guys not get a lot of hair around your ball region?
I do have my balls, and you know what?
I
Constantly-
trim,
I
like,
nick my balls every single time I shave them. What?
I was saying.
Are you
it's
trimming?
brutal.
Yeah. Well, I'm using the
Manscaped?
Manscaper.
What, you use Manscaped?
Yeah.
Their whole ploy is that you don't nick yourself.
Oh, it's nothing but nicks.
Yeah.
But also, it's nothing but nicks. I mean, like, I don't know if I'm using it wrong, but it's like if my balls act, if I had it, it's like we don't have sex today.
Are
'cause
you
it's
doing
covered in blood.
this?
I'm like flattening out because I have a fat sack, so I have to like
You can stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, stretch it out a little bit.
You stretch it on a
Colton
table?
no. You,
No.
Don't
like,
bring up
yeah.
how you think I have chestnut balls.
You know, Colton has a little coin purse. I have hangers, and so I have to kind of move it around. It's
Right.
and move it and groove it.
I don't have a lot of rope, is what I say.
I will say though that like when my balls are fully shaven, I go like, we gotta hit the town.
Doesn't it feel so
It
good?
feels great when
Yeah.
the balls are fully shaven.
I love it. We got to hit the town and use my mouth on these strangers.
Yeah, I love it.
Definitely. Do you get hair up on the shaft too?
Yeah, I have to shave down.
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
not a ton, but it's just like, well, are you uncircumcised?
I am uncircumcised. Yes.
Pop, pop, pop.
How much
same.
skin do you have?
How much skin do I have? A normal,
Like
a respectable amount.
Soft? Is it like coming to a little Peter down?
I have like a wait. What?
Yeah, when it's soft, does it kind of like peter down into like a little like?
You're not answering the question wrong. He's asking that when you're hard, is it still
No, I'm
covered in
not.
skin?
No, I'm not. I'm asking about it soft.
Okay. Oh yeah, soft. Oh yeah, every uncircumcised guy when soft is fully covered.
Yeah, I have like a nice cap, and then when I get hard, it fucking peels back a little bit.
It
And then
must
the
feel
cap
like a
is bigger than the
surprise.
actual.
It must feel like a surprise every time it comes out. Because you don't see it all the time, do you? You don't see your head all the time, do you?
No, I'm circumcised. So wait,
Oh.
you thought I was uncircumcised?
Yeah.
You said you were uncircumcised.
Oh, sorry. Let me clarify. I am circumcised. I mix the two up. What are you gonna do?
Justin, what are
Aiden.
you?
What's up?
What are you?
I'm cut.
Yeah, I hate that.
Don't you feel?
You hate that. Do you like men who are uncircumcised?
I'm uncircumcised.
How?
Really?
Yeah.
You keep on saying you're Middle Eastern whenever I'm around you,
I am.
and I know that you must feel that way. But you're American?
He's Massachusetts.
Yeah, I was born in Massachusetts. That's why
And
Dylan
were your
had so much
parents
tension.
born in Massachusetts?
No, they were born in the Middle East.
Okay. But they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make it." Oh, like they cut your dick. It's like he's so American.
Yeah, they grew up in Newton, Massachusetts, and all the other Jewish folks in the town were doing it. So they were like, "We're gonna hop on board."
You
Not
had Jews
actually.
over there?
Yeah, Newton. There's a lot of Jewish people.
We didn't have any. Maybe one my whole school. It was me.
Really? You're Jewish?
Yeah.
Huh. Shabbat shalom.
Hey.
That's awesome.
He's
That's no
fake
worries.
Jewish.
Is your mom Jewish or your dad Jewish, or they're both Jewish?
Neither of them.
Do you have a bar mitzvah? You seem like the kind of guy who
I had
had
a
a
bar
really
mitzvah.
awesome bar mitzvah.
I did have an awesome bar mitzvah. It was.
What was your theme?
It was at a coffee shop when I was like 28.
What?
Yeah, he just wanted to go on birthright. He wanted to go on birthright, so he became Jewish as an adult.
That's crazy. All the bar mitzvahs I went to, everyone was like 14 years old playing like Coke and Pepsi and shit.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What was the coolest bar mitzvah theme that you went to? Because Newman has money.
Newton does have money. They were just like all like very big and elaborate, and just like it'd be like an EDM dance floor, but it'd be like 13-year-olds, and the DJ would be playing like Disturbia, and people were going fucking
Did
wild.
anybody have like a band or a famous person be like, I can't believe they got?
No, not really.
Side note: do you guys remember the movie Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf,
I
where
never
he's on
watched that
house
one.
arrest? This was like when we were growing up.
Are you a big Shia LaBeouf guy?
No, but did you see he did a movie where he fully has real sex and he has a huge dick.
Are you sure
Really?
it wasn't a prosthetic?
No, 100%. He has like actual sex in the movie, and you see him fucking. It's
But
basically
I
like a
think
porn.
that they have to use prosthetics.
No, because it wasn't like through Hollywood. I think
Oh.
it's like an indie film. He's like fully fucking. You can like, there's so many pictures
It's
of Shia
like
LaBeouf
Jake
sex.
is nodding hard.
Oh, I like Disturbia. In here at 10 minutes.
Perfect. We're right at the mark. Let's talk about sex now.
Yeah, although we
I don't
already
think
were.
I don't think we made 10 minutes. You guys, this is what you guys. You know what we always said. Jimmy was trying to keep the podcast small. You guys are.
You guys are trying to
Okay.
keep the podcast small because you don't want to. We're gonna have to do a 10-minute segment.
We're gonna have to do a 10-minute segment, and you know whose fault that is?
Yours.
It's it's not ours.
It's not mine.
we surely tried to not talk about it. Then we talked
Oh,
about
what? In the
poppers.
first 10 minutes, we asked Ramin if he's circumcised or not. Oh, God, shoot us.
Kill us. Sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
just what the people want to know.
we haven't. I've known him for how long? I've never been able to ask him because it would have been inappropriate at any other time.
Isn't it shocking though when you find out people are uncircumcised? It's my favorite thing to find out about people
Yes, because it is so uncommon.
because you go like, yeah, whoa.
Is it like true where it's like you don't feel as much? I don't know. How do you compare though?
You don't
what I
know.
mean?
We are both just living separate experiences, but it feels
I
pretty
feel
damn
everything.
good. It feels. I feel good.
I just get mad at my dad. I'm like, I would have been a top if you hadn't cut my dick off.
Yeah, they actually do say that being uncircumcised is better for anal sex.
I hear that too, but I think I told you that because it goes in easier.
Yeah, possibly you told me that.
I love that you're quoting a fact that I kind of assumed.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I think people talk about that.
Oh, do you guys
About-
talk about that?
Anal sex, being uncircumcised.
Have you ever done it to a girl?
I'm not a big anal guy.
But so you've done it.
Yeah, like a couple of times. Have mixed experiences.
I don't think that straight people should be doing anal sex.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Chip just told me a story where, cause he's very much like girls tell him secrets.
Okay.
And so they'll come up to him and they'll be like, "So you're in an open relationship, right?" And he'll be like, "Yeah," and they'll like try to like make it about their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep on being like, "Chip, you have to tell them like, no, you're straight. The rules are different." But it'll be like, "Yeah, you know, like if you hook up with the doctor and your husband's cool with it, I don't see a problem with it." I'm like,
That's
there's a
wild.
problem with it.
So they're just
Wait,
polygamous.
I'm sorry, I'm confused with what you're saying.
Yeah.
The problem with
Basically,
what?
a girl will come up to Chip and ask, "Should I have a threesome or should I go have sex outside the marriage?" Based on his experience with our relationship.
Oh yeah, there's different rules.
There's different. I mean, a gay relationship is different than a straight relationship.
Ramin knows that because we've had long conversations about what he believes in men and women, and that he should be the alpha dog, that his wife shouldn't be able to do anything, and he should be able to fuck whoever he
Yeah,
wants.
well, that's also true. Okay. Here's the argument. I'll tell you the
You're
argument.
gonna
Wait, he
fake
said a
flirt with
lot.
me.
I'll tell you
if
the
you're gonna
argument.
fake flirt with me and then humiliate me on my podcast and say we don't have tension, I'm gonna put out who you really are.
Okay,
babe.
listen. It's not a bad thing necessarily because here's the thing, right? As the male dominant individual, right? Let's
You
say
have an eyebrow slit, you
let's
idiot.
say
And by the way, this is our alpha male to this week.
You said male dominant.
as the masculine dom in the relationship, right? Let's say there was like a break-in and you and your significant other were on the couch, right? And somebody, the intruder, wanted to rape someone, right? Obviously, the male, the boyfriend, would step in front of the woman and do everything at all costs.
And get raped.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll tell you what.
And
Exactly.
that's what he goes. He goes, and I'm not gay. He wanted to rape me, not my girlfriend.
Exactly.
And that's why we're together.
So if you're willing to put your life on the line to protect your significant other, there should be some leeway.
Guys will say make up any excuse to shoot
I'll
on their
just let you
girlfriends.
know if that situation happened. I would
Sneaky boy.
definitely try to fight the guy, and I definitely would be the one getting raped. But I think for
I'd be
you,
so pissed that I
bringing
wasn't the one
that
getting
scenario up as a hypothetical,
But here's the thing: to see the men,
I'd be like, I can't believe you never.
hang on,
raped
I have to
me.
respond to this. To men, it's crazy, but to women, it's like totally a real thing. That's why they watch true crime all the time because they're so scared. You know
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
men
you
rape
can't
every
bring
single
up a
day.
hypothetical to justify.
But it's also a hypothetical because I still haven't ventured outside. Even if, listen,
If she allowed it,
if she allowed it, like I'd still think about it. But I think it's just having the option.
But you wouldn't be okay if she had sex with somebody else.
No, it'd be over.
That's toxic.
but that's crazy.
It'd be dead. But it's like, would she be willing to take accountability and provide for me at all costs and sacrifice herself?
She has a job,
She doesn't have a job.
so you're not providing her at all costs.
Nothing. But it's a hypothetical. It's about the undertones. If it were to
You've
come
been
down
so
to
red pilled. It's scary.
it's not as opposed to being what, blue pilled.
No.
No, I haven't taken any pills.
That's good.
Actually, my Adderall is blue. If that's
But
what
don't
you're
you
asking.
think things would be more fun if everybody got to live a freer, more fun existence? Like, I think that's why it only works really with gay guys because we all understand the assignment. So where it's like we all get to have fun, and that's what I think makes it work about it.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
I think like when there's rules about like I can do it and you can't, that's when you start building up resentment in the relationship, whether you're being provided for. I mean, I know there's a lot of women also who say like who are provided for, and they say like, listen, do whatever you want behind my back. Don't embarrass me. And I totally get that mindset as well.
But he has to be a certain level of rich for
But
me
even,
to even
but
consider
even that, they always end up fucking their trainer later on. Like it's like if you I think if you're like if there's one person in the relationship who's like I am staying true in this relationship and I'm allowing him to have his affairs, there's just no way that eventually you're not going to get sick of it and have affairs as well.
Well, because you can only sit in a hot tub for so long before you go like, what is a spa?
There's literally no better feeling in the entire world than being in a hot tub with somebody and not knowing whether or not you're going to fuck. Have you ever done when you're in the hot tub and you're like kind of with someone there's like sexual tension? You get it, Jay.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I
and
totally
you're-
get it.
And you're sitting there and you're kind of like,
Did you say I've been to college a bunch?
It happened in college a bunch. Hanging out with a girl that had a boyfriend, and I'm just like,
They always
the
that's what I
time.
meant. They always are in a relationship and you're kind of like, why is her boyfriend's not here and I'm feeling, or maybe he's asleep and you're like, I feel crazy. Have you guys ever hooked up in a hot tub?
Yeah.
I
Awful.
usually use the West
Yeah.
Suburban YMCA hot tubs, so that doesn't happen as much to me.
But what about when you were back in like high school or college and you were in Newton, Massachusetts? And
It was just yeah, I was just at the West
Do
with
you ever
the
been to
wrestling
Mexico
buddies.
or like somewhere cool?
Have it been somewhere cool?
Yeah, like that had a hot tub.
I've been to Santa Teresa, Costa Rica.
So you've never been in a hot tub with friends and been like, oh my god, are we all gonna hook up?
But I
With
think
ladies?
I think in a like a resort type is when it happens to me the most.
my god, oh yeah, and your knees are touching another guy's knees and you're kind of like, he's not even gay.
Yeah,
You're playing like
I bet this
footsies
guy
in the
needs
water
his
with them.
dick sucked.
I think that guy needs his cock sucked.
I did want to respond to the other thing you were saying about it's
What
a
did I
respect
say?
thing. Like if the woman respects the man enough, she'll like allow it because she loves him and doesn't want to lose him. And if the man's high value enough, he's able to get away with it. But if he's not smart or funny or intelligent or makes a lot of money, then it's not going to fly. So like I would
So
never
wait, reverse all that. If you respected her enough, you'd let her do it.
No, because guys don't need somebody. Girls need somebody. Do you need somebody?
I don't think girls need somebody.
What do you mean need somebody?
Like could you die alone?
I know a lot of women that could die alone.
Really?
Actually, I
actually
have
wish-
a problem with what you're saying because men are like, I don't need anybody. And single men die earlier than married men because they need women in their lives to extend them, make them healthier, make them work harder. Single women live longer. Married women with kids die younger. So you can't sit here and say that women need men when literally men are the reason that women die earlier. Didn't read that statistic, did you?
Yeah, well,
And actually,
Andrew Tate didn't say that, did he?
No.
And by the way, we have to come for you this time when you say these things because we have a liberal audience.
No, I appreciate it. It puts things into perspective, and I'm willing to have the open conversation. Also, for the record, I never did step outside the relationship.
I know, I do want to clarify.
Because
I almost said that because I know we've had long conversations about your relationships, and I do want to say I know that you've never actually cheated. This is all hypothetical stuff.
Exactly.
Which is why it's still so dangerous to talk about.
Right, but as long as you care for the person, you're being open and honest and communicative, then it's like.
But don't you think it would be way more fun to be with somebody? Because I think a lot of men have we've talked about this too, the Madonna whore complex, where it's like they want their girlfriend to be this like Madonna, like not having sex with anybody, but they'll have sex with the whores. But like, wouldn't it be so much cooler to like find somebody that you want to go to the sex party with? Yeah,
but then it's like how much of it can be real if it's like that person's also being passed around. You know what I mean?
But can you feel real feelings if you're being passed around?
No, I don't have real feelings.
And also, can we talk
you have real feelings.
Can we talk about Ramin being passed around?
Oh my God, that's crazy. If you were gay, you would be like you would be passed around like a party bottom.
I'd be a hot come on. Why? How come?
Because you're like skinny and cute,
and you'd be like, "Fucking, I want it."
Yeah, you would be so ass. You'd be so hungry.
You'd be like, "God, find me face down."
I just want to feel special. That's really what it would be. I just love all the attention, I think.
Yeah.
I think a
prime candidate for a straight guy who let guys suck his dick is a guy that likes a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all comedians. We all like a lot of attention.
I prefer
comedic attention.
Specific.
Have you guys been involved in orgies and stuff? Like sex
I've
parties?
been involved in orgies.
Like sex parties?
So you asked like a police officer.
I don't know.
I've been... Yes, sir. I was involved.
How do I...
What was your involvement? I was laying down. Okay, I guess I lay down.
How many people were there?
Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting our podcast by listening. If you'd like to support and make sure that we keep on making episodes, head over to our Patreon.
And that's a threat because can you clip this up? We have bonus weekly episodes. We're doing watch-alongs with Queer as Folks and other TV shows that we all love, and you get early access to the Monday episode every single Friday, plus access to our Discord where everybody chats and shows pictures of their cock.
It's becoming a real community.
We are creating a universe.
No. And you guys are a part of it. Head over to patreon.com/some of this is bad. You guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Now enjoy the show, you fucking pigs.
He's rock hard.
I mean, it depends. Threesome is more regular.
Okay.
But then I've been to like, a steam room in Berlin and there was like, 100 guys in there?
Were they all doing gay stuff?
Yeah, I think I've told you this because like you think that the sex is gonna be like yeah, but in Germany it's like yeah.
Right. Everyone's drinking beers and fucking.
There was a lot of beers, but you're not allowed to bring
steam room. 100. That's a big steam room.
Well, I mean, it was the whole complex. So like there was saunas and steam rooms and the showers, and then there was a locker room, which I thought it was a really like fun. The locker room wasn't for like putting your stuff away. The locker room was for like a setting.
It was just like another room.
So that you could have like the locker room experience.
That's awesome. Did you have the locker room experience?
What?
Did you have the locker room experience?
I came in the steam room, and as I came to, there was just an
come right on the ground in the
old
steam room?
Italian man.
Just get to that
What?
You
question.
just come right on the ground in the steam room?
Yes.
Also, do you leave?
I'm not cum scared, but I do feel like I don't know if I want to be walking around on cum.
They go. The Germans are so fucking clean. Like they go around spraying it all the time.
Okay.
Oh, there's a guy mopping shit
there's-
down.
There's a guy.
How much does he get paid?
Yeah.
That guy there's in the sauna. You cannot bring any shoes on. You can't like have any skin contact with the wood. And there was this guy that had his feet up on the sauna, and he comes in. He goes, "What you're doing is criminal right now."
Okay,
and
so
then he started moving him around. And he goes, "There."
So, any of the guys in the sauna, do you feel like you could like look in the eyes and have like a genuine heart-to-heart relationship after going through something like that with them? Just a question, because you were saying, wouldn't it be fun to go out and like fuck people?
I think he went with his husband.
You went with your husband?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it's fun.
But you both had an emotional understanding that like we're not gonna continue seeing any of these people we meet at the sauna
In
afterwards.
Berlin?
Yeah.
But don't you think that? Don't you?
Yeah.
know. You guys
I mean,
can
I
send
feel
postcards or
but the
something.
thing is, it's the whole thing with like the whore and the Madonna thing that you were just talking about. You can separate this is sex and this is not sex. I think women have a brain that can also do that.
I think it's just the difference between like heterosexual and homosexual relationships is like the man, like it's something to do with the fact that if I'm going to invest emotionally into the person, we have to be like sexually like monogamous. You know what I mean?
No.
And that's not.
You mean she has to be sexually monogamous?
Or like kind of on some level, I mean, there's a respect thing. So like in a sense, there's like a mutual understanding, and if we weren't, then you know what I mean. It would be like unspoken about, or the shit would fall apart. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think what happened is when you become gay, all of the rules and concepts that you're holding up, you go like, I don't have to hold any of these. So then you come over here and you pick up whatever you find is true.
Right? Yeah.
I also, just to throw it out there, I think part of the reason why things with gay stuff works is because there's so much shame about sexuality when you're gay that like when you come out, you kind of, that shame gets brought to the surface and you kind of have to deal with it. And I think a lot of straight men have a lot of shame about sex, but because there's no moment where they have to deal with it, they just kind of say like, well,
She's
can
a
have
whore.
yeah
Well,
and
she's
so
a whore.
don't you think a little bit of this is a little bit of your own sex shame?
In what sense? That I'm ashamed to let her, or
That
for
maybe
me,
you're ashamed,
maybe
a
that
little
I'm
ashamed.
insecure.
Not maybe insecure, but maybe you have a little bit of shame about how much sex and how dirty sex you want to have.
Maybe. I've been wanting sex less and less as I've been getting older. Because it's like, do you want kids?
No.
So it's like, why do you want to fuck so bad if you don't want kids?
What do you mean?
Like it's like a crack instinct almost.
Yeah.
Like we're biologically designed to want to have sex so that we'd reproduce and continue on the human race.
But don't you think that's almost?
no,
But if you don't want to have a kid, then what's really the point of having sex? You know what I'm saying?
But no, but
pleasure.
that idea is one of the things you have to deconstruct because it's just not true. Otherwise, gay people wouldn't exist, right? And it is, you are born gay.
And
so you
if
have
it
to
was
think about like the
just-
benefits of sex are like connection, conflict resolution, homogeny within the group. Like there's so many more benefits to sex than just we made a baby.
Yeah, but those are very much like 20th, 21st century.
No.
You know what I
that
mean?
is-
Like people in like 1746 weren't having gay sex because were they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
You-
not.
wait,
I'm
wait,
not-
wait.
I'm not-
We've been having-
that was-
when do you
We've been
think
having
gay was
gays-
invented?
Gay's
No, I
been
know
happening
the
whole
Romans
time.
were doing gay shit with each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody,
after-
people have been doing gay sex ever since Adam and Eve. Okay, it was Adam. It probably
It
was
was
Adam and
Steve.
There was another guy who was probably fucking there.
Bonobos do
I just
it.
don't think those things are necessarily mutually exclusive. Where it's
But
like you
I-
don't have a
but-
biological predisposition,
But don't you think that
but then
maybe
also gay?
But don't
know
you
what I
also
mean?
think that like having sex making, if it was just for children, you wouldn't feel more connected to someone. It wouldn't be like pleasurable. There are tons of animals in the world that have sex and mate every single year and have children, and there's no sexual pleasure to it. And then there are animals that have sexual pleasure and literally have sex for pleasure and don't even mate.
Right.
And so it's like, how can we say that it's just one way if it can be both?
I don't think it's just that way. Like you can obviously have sex for pleasure and be driven by a pleasure-seeking instinct, but I think it's like the root of it is like a biological design, so that will like otherwise, why would people, for the most part, if there wasn't, you know what I mean, if a pleasure wasn't associated, why would we have sex?
Just to say it's not a biological design doesn't predispose it for reproduction, though, and that's the point. That
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to make.
fair. I agree. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just like women are a lot. I've been just taking a step back.
Women are a lot. You
Don't you
should be
also
gay.
feel like, isn't it annoying to want to fuck everything like all the time?
I don't want to fuck
I'm-
everything all the time.
I'm
He
not.
does.
No, I mean, I will say that I think my horniness is, really annoying sometimes.
Right.
But also, I'm not like I'm just like, it will go away at some point. You're not gonna feel this way all the time. So you
My
might as well
dad
enjoy
is
it.
60
I
and
want
he
to.
still does.
Yeah, I want to
Really?
have.
He asked him.
Well,
He
not-
actually he
yeah.
asked him.
But he's not as horny as like he used to be. Even he said that. Like you do change, and I think a lot of guys don't get as horny as they get older. But I think fucking enjoy it. There are so many guys on their deathbed that like are like, just fuck more, just have more fun sex. Like it's not about like just enjoy people and like we're alive on Earth floating in a rock. You don't know what happens afterwards, and we're gonna be like, sex is for kids. It's like well, I don't know. It feels good when this guy's sucking my cock,
right?
You know what I mean? So it's like, who do I give a shit about? You know what I mean? Like, have fun. I want people to be more free. You know, we don't have to live our lives in these like. In these boxes of like right and wrong and shame and you know, it's like, and you're holding yourself back so much more with these rules when you could be so much more free.
Right.
But
you just have to extend that freedom to these women too.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying, here's what I'm comfortable with, and
There's
here's
also-
where I'm at, and if, like, I'm just letting you know, if this were to transpire, this is how I'd feel.
I also,
you know what I mean? And she can choose to respect it or not, and that's perfectly okay if she doesn't.
I actually also
right?
will say
More
this.
power to
No,
you.
wait, let me say this. I really do believe too that if somebody wants to be in a relationship, like in a dynamic where like the guy's allowed to have sex with other people and the woman is not, if they both get into that relationship with like both understanding the rules and they both are okay with it, that hey, live your fucking life. That's not my life. You're allowed to do that as well.
I agree.
You
And
know?
I actually am constantly in this mode of I think it's uncomfortable to grow. So just because she does that and it makes you uncomfortable doesn't mean that she's wrong for doing that, right? And it doesn't mean that it has to X everything, but how uncomfortable do you want to be? Right, and how comfortable will you eventually be? Eventually, if she did it every single day, you'd normalize it.
Right.
You go, yeah, well, that's what she
well,
does.
I don't know if I'd be so
I'll be
Well,
honest.
you'd go
If
every
someone
day?
was fucking somebody else every single
That's
day,
crazy.
even I would be like, okay, we got to cool it down a little bit.
She does, it's noon.
Yeah, it's too much.
I do this
for me.
every day at noon.
Fuck somebody else?
Well, you won't fuck me every day at noon.
Well, I would. I don't have a job.
Okay, well, you guys are perfect.
He's unemployed. He can fuck them at noon.
Exactly.
So the question wouldn't be, is she allowed to have sex with somebody else every day at noon? It's, can I come?
No, but the thing
Can I
is,
join in?
the thing is, she can. But if like I'm cool with her doing that, then it means that there's a certain level of like emotional displacement where it's like I can only feel so much for you because you're so open and free, and it's just like if I'm gonna put my all into you, like that needs to be like there needs to be some security there, right? In some sense, can you distinguish?
But security is a delusion because you could die on the way home. She could die on the way home. You know,
I do think you're living
everything.
in a scarcity mentality.
In what sense?
That like you're afraid if there's someone has too much freedom that you'll lose them. Like if there's too much of an abundance of something or there's too much of a openness, you won't be able to control it.
Well, now that's why I think it's like I don't even know if I'm a relationship kind of guy because it's like, what are relationships really? They're just like boundaries and expectations and like walls almost, where it's like, I'm the man, you're the female. Like this is how the dichotomy goes. Like here are the roles. You know what I mean? It like doesn't need to be that. And I think people are figuring that out where it's like, oh, if I just don't ascribe a label, like then I can really make it out to be what works best. You know what I'm saying?
What would that look like for you?
I think for me right now, especially like you guys can relate, where it's like, you know, you might have a 9 to 5 ideally. Well, at least I need one at this point. So if I'm not working towards that, and then 5 to 9 is comedy. So it's like, where is time for like a meaningful, committed
I
relationship?
also, if we're talking about like starting and maintaining relationships while doing a stand-up comedy is an absolute nightmare. And I actually don't necessarily think that if you're really grinding in comedy, having a relationship is even good for you in most settings. But that's just my own personal opinion.
I think it takes a certain type of person to be with.
Yeah.
Like they have to be very patient. It's also like, you'll be on the road for 2-3 weeks, won't see a person. You know what I mean?
Also, like, not even going on the road, but, like, in town, the expectations of, like, oh, I just got offered a spot, but, like, we had dinner planned. You know what I mean? Like, the
Right.
spot is more important than going to dinner with your girlfriend. And so it's, like, what's more important, comedy or your relationship? And I think it takes somebody who's, like, really okay being in a relationship with someone who's chasing their dreams at any cost, and even at the cost of that relationship.
Right.
And that's a hard relationship to be in.
I think I think you have to have somebody who's not in the scarcity mindset because, again, I don't think me going to the spot is costing the relationship.
But it also sucks to think about this. Say you're both working a 9 to 5 job, and then at night, every night, you have to go out. It's like, where do you have time to spend with the person that you're in a relationship with? I do see it being a problem.
No,
Now that I don't have a day job, I'm like, and if I could find somebody who had time off during the day, I'd be like, that's great time to hang out. But like, I don't know how you date somebody when you have a day job and do stand up every night. I don't know how that works.
It is hard.
Yeah.
You have to make time.
Yeah.
And I did.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
you know what? And it's possible.
And
Love
also,
finds
your
a
husband
way.
lives in a
Aw.
different state.
What? I mean, he didn't always. We've been together
Yeah.
for 7 years.
Yeah.
But I told him at the beginning, I'm like, I do this. This is the thing I do. And it is every day. I think that most people, when you say I do comedy every day, they don't go, they go, oh, most days. You know, no, every day. Because I think that most people are like, but what about Saturday and Sunday? Oh, wait, that must be a busy time for you. Like,
Well, it's also doing it is like, it doesn't mean you're going up on stage 7 nights a week. It means you're writing. It means you're producing. It means you're editing. You're doing all the things that come associated with being in the industry. I feel like, at least
Yeah.
at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
had sex with a comedian?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna. I don't fucking shit where I eat. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because it's like.
I haven't either. I don't.
Yeah,
plan
I don't
to.
know. I don't.
There's only like 3, and I can name
Really?
them all.
Yeah.
Are they gay comedians or they're straight comedians?
For me, they're gay, and for him, they're straight.
No.
No, there's one guy who was straight when I met him.
No, I'm saying that we would.
You just love churning people to the dark side. That's your
No,
thing.
me and him had a connection. He ended up being my boyfriend for a little bit.
Oh.
But like 3 months, it was nothing, and whatever. But and then another guy who was gay, but we were on drugs.
That's fun.
Yeah, and there's a ton of comedians I would have sex with, but none of the gay ones here in Austin because now it's like
I actually-
Colton
yeah,
and Greg, who's a good friend of mine,
And Dylan Sullivan.
and Dylan Sullivan, who I believe hates all of us. So I don't think that's an option. But
I love how you turned it on him.
yeah, he's like.
So do you want to be in a relationship? Or how do you
yeah.
feel about it?
It's all about the other. I have no interest in being like I want to be in a relationship. If I met someone that I was like, this is amazing, I'd be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But what does that relationship mean? You know what I mean?
that's a great question. I've been struggling with that myself.
Because like I'm not in a relationship right now, but I feel like I'm closer to the person that I've been dating more so now than ever because every moment we spend together is intentional. We have to earn each other's trust and love, like while being present. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's not a guarantee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, can you still build like an interpersonal relationship with someone, like a really strong interpersonal relationship with someone without ever being in a relationship? You know?
I don't know. I feel like to me, what I like about it is I like doing fun things. I think everybody does, but I like to go like look at a sunset and be like, I saw the sunset, and to me, I'm the only one who saw it. And so it's like sharing that moment
Right.
is the only thing I mean, being married is only a governmental form, but having that moment where you go, remember when we did that? That's what I like.
Right, but could you still have that without the title of being married together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
So-
course.
So then what's the really getting married? There's only like
we're
the
talking about
only
yours.
real.
you know what I mean?
Well, we're talking about. Are we talking about a relationship, or are we talking about marriage? Because I mean, like those are two different concepts.
That's true.
Like, sure,
Yeah.
you
I think
like
both.
if we're talking about the difference between being in a relationship and being married, or are we talking about like what is a relationship versus like being non-monogamous or like in a situationship, I guess, or
Well, it's like, can you still have close interpersonal relationships with other people you're dating and not be like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or like a husband and a wife?
I
You know
think
what
people
mean?
are never gonna be fully in when you won't commit to them.
Mm.
When someone's not, when you are like, can we still have this deep bond? I'm like, of course you can have like a deep connection with somebody, but can you really get in there deeply if you're not willing to say like, let's do this together? I don't think anybody's ever gonna fully trust you in the boat down the river. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
if
You
you're
can be in
scared
the
of the
river, but
label-
you can't. Yeah.
If you're scared of the label, then I'm not going to trust you to actually have a real connection. You know, the label is so, you know, a farce. You know, it's like it's not real. I think everybody always says that. So if you're not even willing to go to the point that's like not even real, I'm not going to trust you to go further.
Right. That's fair. I
That's
like it
my
like
thought.
that. Yeah. That's fair.
Would you ever go to a sex party?
Oh, that's a better.
It depends who was
question.
attending, Dylan.
Yeah.
I don't see the guest list for sure.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of guys.
What it was 50-50.
No, there's always-
What's 50-50?
50-50? Like
50-50.
50 like
There's one girl for every
just
guy.
to let you guys know, most sex parties are women are allowed to go solo, or men have to be in a couple. So normally, single men are not, unless you're gay in straight world, they have to bring a
I've
girl
never
with
been
them.
to a straight party.
It's very rare that they just let single men come.
Would I go to a sex party? It depends. Would it be like catered by Blue Ribbon? You know what I mean? Like, what's the kind of? Is it just like a sex party, or is
It's
there
like a
gonna-
sex club.
Okay.
Have you ever been to a sex club?
I've never been to a sex club.
I've been to a couple in Portland. I didn't do anything there. I just
Like a dungeon? Or different?
It's like there's this place in Portland called Sanctuary.
Okay.
And they actually did comedy shows there and stuff. But my friends knew the owners, so they were always there. So they were like, come down to Sanctuary. So we would like get in for free, where you would normally have to pay like $25. And then most of the time, me and my friend
Is
Ryan.
it like a bathhouse for straight people?
No, it's like a full on like bar, and we would just get drunk at the bar and sit there. But there would be like women hanging from the ceilings from hooks in their backs while getting like vibrators used on them, and like people sucking each other's dicks, girls like sucking guys' dicks like on couches, and there's like separate rooms that you can
Honestly,
go into have
all
sex.
of that is cool to me except the hooks. Don't do the hooks.
Oh, but you know what though?
It's like
If
Cirque du Soleil shit.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
some of the girls love the hooks, and they're like hooked up, and
I don't like the hooks.
I don't like the hooks either, and
I don't like the hooks.
I know it
I
really
think it's
makes me
cool.
sick as well. I always thought like if they put the hooks in me, I'd rip right off, and too heavy. But they would be like, they'd be like fingering her. It'd be like crazy, but we were always like just drunk, being like, this place sucks. But you know, it's like freaky
It's
straight
crazy that
people.
Ryan was doing that as a straight guy, being like,
Well,
I don't even
Ryan's
care
very
about that.
open, and he'll listen to this, and he's very open.
He's very open, meaning he's bi.
No, he always claims he's not bi.
Right. You're such an instigator.
No, I'm not.
You just want everyone to be gay.
I think most people, not talking about Ryan or talking about you or even talking about Jake, but I think most men would, if they let down their guard and let down their shield, but there are generations and generations and generations of shame and the stink of being gay or doing anything gay. Like if I told you that one of your straight friends that you know really well, who is in a relationship with a woman, did one gay thing or sucked a dick once, wouldn't you for the rest of your life think like, oh, he's secretly gay? Because I think most people would.
Yeah, most people would, but I wouldn't care. But also think about it like this.
Wait, but you didn't care. It's not would you care, it would be he's gay. So the stink of being gay or even trying anything gay is so powerful and will follow you for the rest of your life that most men aren't even willing to open themselves up to sexual experiences. I think it doesn't make sense that there are all of these bisexual women at like so much of a higher percentage than bisexual men. Why in nature would it's equal basically everything else. There's basically the same amount of gay men that there are gay women percentage wise, but bisexuality is so much higher in women than men.
Well,
No.
would you have sex with a woman?
I would absolutely be open to it depending on the situation.
But do you think you can like get hard and have sex?
Yeah.
With a woman? You think you could?
if there's another guy in the room?
Right.
But that's what I mean is about
You
like
couldn't
being,
solo get hard with a woman,
I mean, depends on the situation. I don't know. I'm not out
I've
there.
done it many times.
Yeah, he's done it many times.
but you're bi, so you're not gay then.
He's not bi. But
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
See,
See, that's the type of labeling that
See,
like,
like you might be bi, but Colton's definitely gay.
but that's what I mean. The type of labeling, it's like someone does one thing and all of a sudden they are now in this box. I think most people, if they felt free and didn't have to look their parents in the eyes and say like, I like this thing, that they would be way more open to experimenting with the same genders.
Yeah,
Actually,
probably experimenting. Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Or just having fun or going to a sex party. Like,
at the OnlyFans thing, one of the girls came up and was like, "Do you want to make a video?" And I was like, "I think I'm going to."
yeah.
So maybe I am bi.
Well, yeah, see, there you go.
Huh, maybe I am.
You can be
He's
whatever you
not.
want to be.
He's not bi.
It's just me on some OnlyFans girl just like, I'm sorry, I said I was gay. It's just
I
me
think if
trying to
I
get hard.
tried to do some gay shit, I would like, try and be a good sport
Bust
about it.
in 2 seconds.
No. I think I would just start like laughing uncontrollably,
And then
because I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
And then-
It'd just be very
yeah.
overwhelming, and then I'd just be like giggling. I wouldn't be able to stop.
you're like, all right, get me down from the hooks.
Guys, get Ramin off the hooks, guys, please. And they're just like, it's a
Bring him
remote
down.
controller. He's like, fully naked. We're like, Ramin, stop giggling. You're going to fall off.
Yeah, it'd probably have to be like a sex party thing if it were to be.
Yeah.
There would have to be like women around, so it wouldn't be
For
like,
your
oh,
first
like he's
time,
just
yeah.
gay. You know, yeah,
For your first time.
soft entry. That's how you.
Do we
ease
have
them in.
sex clubs in Austin?
I don't think so. We're in Texas, babe.
We used to have a bathhouse, and it only closed down because the guy was like, I can't do this for another 20 years.
Yeah, it's probably a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, just finding a
The
janitor.
turnover of cleaners. Yeah,
Yeah,
could you
finding
imagine?
a janitor.
You have to pay them well. I mean, if you have a sex club and you're not paying the person well, I mean, that's crazy. The janitor. It's not like you're at a high school.
I want to start a
rip-
sex club so bad.
You have a club right here.
No. There's too many investors. They would not be stoked on it.
If you did your
also our liquor license is fickle. TABC is a bitch.
If
I've
you
heard.
did your idea to open up a bathhouse called Holy, it would be the biggest spot in Austin.
Hands down.
Is there a big demand for sex clubs?
Nice sex club, but like
We
a
could do-
bathhouse.
Yeah, a bathhouse. It would be
Are they illegal?
no.
You should really do it. I always picture it that church in the corner up on the top of 7th.
There's so many churches for sale. I could it can happen. It can
Oh, that'd
happen.
be the best place
I
to
just
do
need
it.
an investor, you guys. I have the whole business plan. I'll pitch you.
How much do you need?
I mean, it depends on if the place already has a pool or not.
Yeah.
But I also want some runaway cash too, so we can make it 2 years. I want 2 years runway.
How,
But
how
what would
much
it be?
is that?
I would like. I mean, also, especially with how much fucking rent is at this place, I'd want them to invest in the property too. So they'd be holding assets. It'd be a good investment.
Could sell the land afterwards.
How
or
much
hold on to the
money?
land.
It also depends on if it's
Just
a
say the number.
nonprofit. That's why. I mean, there's different avenues.
You
know.
can't
Just
make
to
it
get this-
non-for-profit. Are you out of your mind?
What?
I mean, maybe you can. It's
You can make it
2025.
nonprofit.
Yeah, but
Why?
what would be the non-profit element of it?
No, you should be. You should have.
I mean, I could make it a church. It
no,
could be
no,
a
no.
whole-
You should sell it as memberships. You'd make so much money. That's how you're gonna get your
You
investment
can make
back.
money off of a nonprofit organization.
Yeah, by
they do it all the time.
donations.
Yeah, but the only
donations.
I don't think that's the only way you can make money.
How else can
no
you
a
make money?
non-profit. The only
I mean,
thing that a
the
non-profit is
Goodwill is a nonprofit.
yeah, it's just being funded by the federal government. So if like the cause is just enough, but a lot of companies get approved and they're doing whatever the fuck. And they're just
Right.
like,
I
yeah,
mean, it could just be
it's just a
the
label.
spaghetti
Yeah.
club, and it's just like, yeah, we all believe in
It
this,
doesn't really
and to
mean
praise
anything.
God, we all have to put it in Ramin's butt.
right. Can
I
we make
mean,
it fun? Could there be like
so-
slip and slides at
yeah.
the sex club, like cotton
Okay,
candy
Slipping into-
dispensers?
Yeah. What do you want in there?
No, I'm not putting cotton candy in there. They're gonna call us predators. It's gonna. No, Ramin. Jesus Christ. This is why straight guys aren't allowed at Holy.
All right, that's fair. Oh,
No,
man.
straight guys should be allowed.
No,
Holy.
Yeah.
Come on.
listen.
I'm like, stop, guys.
This is why we're not
cra-
gay. It's because we get shunned by the
Yeah,
Colton.
because you guys are fucking bad ideas. I want 2 million.
2 million
For what?
The property alone is gonna be 1 million.
So that's really it. It's just the property and just like hiring people.
I could do it.
The renovation.
I could do it for 300,000.
I mean, so could I with the right property, but this place.
I could do it for 300,000. I would suck off the contractors.
So it'd just be what, liquor sales, and then it'd also be membership
can't sell
fees.
You can't sell liquor. I
So
mean,
just
I'm
be
assuming
membership
you can't
fees.
sell liquor.
But what about a smoothie bar?
Yeah,
How fun.
and you could put matcha in it.
Yeah.
Is that the one that makes you horny?
Oh, is it?
No. Which is the one I'm thinking of?
Oysters, aphrodisiacs. That's
Yeah, not matcha.
Here's a fun question.
Oysters.
That's
What the fuck are you
I don't
talking
know.
about? Maca.
No, I think it's matcha.
Have you ever
Matcha is the tea. Maca is a root, and it
Oh.
makes you horny.
have you ever tasted your own cum?
No, I've gone in my eye before, but never in the mouth.
Whoa, I've got it in my eye as well.
Yeah,
Your own eye.
Yeah.
Your own cum in your own eye.
You never shot it up
just
into your eyes?
Shot up in the eye. You never just fucking withhold for a long period of time, and then you're wait until you're about to fucking erupt
And
like
then,
a volcano.
and then eyes open into. So you were staring at your pee hole
well, I mean, yeah, I have a slight upward.
because you wanted to see him bust.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it was when I was fucking, and I get very erect, and then she you have to throw her off so you don't come inside the woman, and then your dick's already pointing at your face, and then you
And then you go like,
bust.
oh!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I always go head back, so I'm never.
Well, I love when guys go head back.
Oh, I'm not a full like body orgasm kind of guy.
You're silent.
Yeah, I'm a silent comer.
No, something about you gives like you're very verbal in bed.
Well, I'm verbal in bed, but when I come, I just
Just that.
that.
I like a little. Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like
That one did
I
something
feel
to me,
like
Ramin.
Yeah,
That
your
one
face
did
lit up
something.
when I
That
did
one
that.
did something to me, Ramin.
I feel like you might even drop your voice.
Yeah, I think
stranger
in sex.
voice?
Well, I think when I'm
Yeah,
around
how are you coming? You're just like, ah! You know what I mean?
Well, that was too
that
much.
was crazy.
But that is what I was saying.
get the point.
It was what I was saying, but it was.
Well,
too
I
much.
think I sound gayer on. I think I sound gayer on the podcast than I do in normal life.
Well, I've been around you in normal life.
You think I sound just like this in normal life too?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
And-
okay.
but then you
'Cause I'm comfortable
you've
with
done
you
your
guys.
stranger voice. which
Yeah, I
is
do.
like,
Just,
"Hey,
I go
what's
like,
up?"
"Hey, how you doing?"
But then I bet when you
I think
come,
like
you're
this is how I talk. When
oh,
when
no,
I'm
you
around guys, I
told me.
talk like this. Guys I don't know, I talk like, "Hey, what's up?" I get nervous.
I would never know that. It's never how the first time you met, you were full. Oh my gosh, nice to meet you.
Full. He goes, "You were
Wow.
full."
You were
I'm gay."
full.
I don't even remember the first time we met.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember?
That hurts me a little bit.
Does it? It hurts me that you've been gay baiting me for months.
I did. Well, the first time we met, we were at East Austin, the old location, in front of Cosmic.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
And Trey Pack was out there, and then
Did
Where's
we ever
he?
meet?
we met there too.
Cool.
We met on the Gay Enough show. Remember that show? Ariel Isaac Norman. She would have the poop hat, make straight dudes wear the poop hat. She would shame straight dudes and make them wear a poop hat while they do their set
I
on
can't.
stage.
She just got that show pulled.
She got a new spot for it.
Oh,
Did
great.
she? Where at?
Who cares? We're on a podcast.
Roscoe's? Yeah, I don't know if anyone's got
What
it.
are we at?
You were at 50.
Holy shit.
He goes by fast.
It goes by really fast.
Okay, well, this is a perfect opportunity to do our segments.
Of course, we have 2 segments.
Yeah.
Well, actually, first, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was like 18.
Oh, okay, classic age.
Yeah. I was a brown boy, so I didn't have sex till college.
What?
Because all the white people in my high school didn't.
Yeah,
think I was
Massachusetts
attractive.
is a little racist.
Where
They're
were
like,
you-
We love you.
where
You
were you
deserve a
on-
job, but we're not gonna have sex.
This
with you.
isn't an accusation, but where were you in 9/11?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, but wasn't there like a big like
Well, we
outrage?
Were like, we were
So
like
yeah,
in
I was in a
first
Jewish
grade.
community, and then 9/11 happened, and I looked like a Palestinian boy.
So did
Yeah.
they come for you for that?
Hey, I mean, there was some racism.
Yeah.
Never really,
Not overt.
never forget with a slogan. Never forget.
Yeah.
You can't expect it to just fizzle out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I remember the racism being very confused, but they're separate countries, and everyone's like, "No, the Middle East is one place."
Yeah,
and you're just like,
exactly.
I mean, I lived in like many different places. I'm just like, but it's like many different places, and I just remember being like confused by that.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
just
know.
lump us in together, brown people. Just
Not
one
us.
community.
Not us to us.
Not
you're all
us.
separate.
Oh.
You're all individuals.
Thank you.
Okay, so we only have 2 segments in the show.
Okay.
The first segment is famous. It's Do you have any questions for us?
See, it's funny how you guys do this segment at the end. I feel like I've been asking you questions already.
Yeah, but those questions weren't part of the segment.
Okay. Do I have any questions for you guys? If you had to pick one person to have sex with, Colton or Dylan? No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't have any questions for you guys. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's how you want your episode to go, that's how you want your episode to go.
Yeah, I don't mind. Next time I'll think of something.
Oh, next time.
Oh, next time. Feeling pretty good about himself right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah, like
Confident.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we only have one more.
It's always boring when they ask no questions.
Yeah.
And
and I
we're so
go.
happy you're here.
And it
Thank
does
you.
make me
Thank
go.
you for having me. This
Yeah,
is
of
It
course.
does
awesome.
make me go. Not a lot going on in his head, huh?
Yeah, not gonna lie, he's kind of he's a small-minded person, but you can't really think of critically thinking things. But
Critically thinking.
you don't have
things.
anything you want to know about gay sex
Okay.
Or about.
or about who we are as people and the things happening in our minds.
What
It's okay that you have a question.
Yeah, you guys-
Unless
And
you're
By
a
the way,
fucking idiot.
anytime it's
Unless you're a
anytime it's
fucking
like an
idiot.
out of time comic, we're like, not a problem. No question.
Did you guys have fun today talking to me? That's
I
my only
had a
question.
great
It was a
time.
roller coaster for me.
Perfect.
I had a great time.
That's me too.
Other than I felt attacked right up top, but
Really?
I was thinking more in the middle when
Yeah.
you did your cum voice.
oh yeah, you think that was bad?
I felt like he just called you faggot to your face.
Yeah.
I,
can see a wor-
honestly, that's how I felt. Was like,
Couldn't
Dylan,
you see a
stand up
world,
for
though-
yourself.
Can we
Couldn't
really
you see
come
a
off
world
like that?
though where I'm sucking Ramin's dick and he's calling me a faggot?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Jake,
I see that world. Yeah.
thanks.
That
Well, I guess
world's
we'll
out
move
there.
on to our next segment.
Just got to sneak that in there. Okay.
What did you say?
Just nothing. Next segment. I know the next segment. Do I
Well,
have
wait.
sex with Colton or Dylan? That's the next segment.
No, you don't know anything that's
You don't
going
know
on. We haven't
anything that's going
announced our next segment
Okay,
yet.
announce the next segment.
Okay, so our
Well, I
next
just put in
segment.
another segment.
Did he whisper faggot?
That's crazy.
Actually, I have a new segment.
What?
When's the last time you said faggot?
Oh, probably today. He says it all the time.
No, you want to know the actual last? I typed it out to my friend Will. He was visiting, and I was like, "Only faggots don't respond to their text messages," and then he never responded to me. Isn't
I
that
love that.
hilarious? Yeah, so that's, the
That's
last
how
time
I
it
would
was.
treat that message too. So,
So our last segment is our real segment of the whole show, which is if you were a gay man,
person.
would you rather have sex with Colton or I?
And why?
Well, Dylan doesn't take it up the ass.
Yeah.
You don't take it up the ass.
No, I just do oral and jerk stuff.
I don't like the way he said take it up the ass.
I know.
I'm not. Hey, just let you know, Ramin, it's not happening with me.
So then I have no choice then.
You have to choose.
I'd pick Colton because he doesn't want me to pick him.
That's beautiful.
So I'd force him.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
guess
can't
the
wait
word-
to
I
see
guess
what they
the
have
word-
to say. I
Guys, I'm kidding.
no, we know you're kidding, but
I know.
I'm excited to see what the comments say about
I know, I
this
feel like you
episode.
guys made me out to be a little bit homophobic.
We didn't make you out to be
No.
anything. You said the things yourself.
I don't mean to. My intentions aren't malicious. I hope
No,
people
we
can
know
see
they're
that.
not. Can I make a prediction about this episode? I bet there'll be a lot of comments being like, Ramin is gay.
Yeah.
Now I'm sweating. Oh my god.
And
No,
I
it's
guess
fine.
It's
Don't
funny.
worry.
The
I
world
think
that
you
you were
have-
imagining of him, you sucking his dick and him calling you faggot was actually me sucking his dick and calling me a faggot.
Look him in the eyes. He's lying.
So who would I do? If Dylan would take it up the butt for me, then I'd do Dylan.
I don't do that.
Give it. Yeah. Could
Don't
you
do
agree to that?
No, I'm busy. I'm really busy. I mean, I can't do that.
Too much going on.
There's too much going on. But where do people follow you?
Oh, that's a great question. Ramin the MC, RAMINTHEMC. Also got a podcast, faded.atx. We watch reality TV. You guys were on it.
Yeah, check out-
I got a question about that. Why did you have us on for a Halloween episode and then release it 4 months later?
Because we're not as legitimate as you guys are.
Then
and
why theme it Halloween?
Because
They had high intentions.
we had high intentions and we were planning on posting the clips during Halloween, but then like Dylan didn't really try, so then we're like, all right, whatever, we'll just post this whenever. And then you also didn't really try. You wore like a fucking Hawaiian shirt and you were like, I'm an exotic man, and it's like Shannon dressed up as Mario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I clearly
was like
I never wear that zebra print.
yeah, but
I
how
was
are
a
we supposed to
zebra.
know that?
I was a zebra.
I had a great time doing that, so I didn't realize want to be attacked. We had a lot going on, though. I think
You were going through a lot.
we were going
yeah.
through a lot as a duo. So
But you guys seem like you're in a better place.
we are too. Sometimes I also want to say this. A lot of times people have a podcast and they go like, "Oh, you know what's a good idea? Let's have Colton and Dylan on together." And I actually think that Colton and I do this very well, but I don't know if we do other people's shows together well.
Because we make it our show.
And yeah, nobody likes that. Like I think we're better individual guests on other people's stuff, and then we do this well together.
Well, you guys just have such great chemistry.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to.
Keep up.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
That's true.
I thought we had a good time, but I didn't realize you thought I wasn't trying.
I actually really didn't realize there was negative anything about it.
I know this really episode shined a lot onto a lot of how Ramin feels about both of us.
I have no idea how this is going, by the way.
I had a great time. This is gonna be a
I had
fun
good time.
episode.
Yeah. This was fun. You guys are good people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so
do you have any
much.
goals or anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Just I hope you all find eternal happiness
Okay.
and just, live your life day by day.
Eternal happiness.
Eternal happiness.
So,
Love that. Well, you can follow me at Dylan P. Carlino and
Colton Dowling. If you
Please
guys haven't checked out our Patreon, check out our Patreon.
check out the Patreon. And if you're watching this on YouTube or even Spotify, go over to the YouTube, subscribe. It really helps, even if you don't watch it on the YouTube. And leave a comment. We'd love your help. And we love you guys so
And if we do a
much.
10-minute episode again, please don't be mean about it.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. All right, we love you guys. Bye.
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 Oh, so fun.
That was so fun.
Great.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
To drag out horse.